Hello, I'm going to install self-repair inner tube on a rear tire because the other one won't maintain error, and I'm going to add a caddy above it so to protect my backpack from touching the tire when I wear it. And I'm going to install a cup holder on the handlebars and a phone mount also on the handlebars. So let's get started. This is not a video, this is just a slideshow. Alright, next up, I have here, this is the Caddy. Bought this from Walmart. Yeah, it's going to look like that. And as you can see, I'm going to have to lift the seat up that high so that there'll be enough space. So, I took apart the Caddy, took it out of the paper and stuff, and as you can see, that little silver tube goes in the hole down there at the right, and so you can screw it on. And this is where I'm going to install it, under the seat. Got some tools, some of them I will use, majority of them I won't. I just grab as many tools as you can. Screwdrivers, and let's see, what do I need to I use a screwdriver for this part where the red thing is attached, the red reflector. On the other side, there's Phillips screwed head. Then find tools like this. I won't need this because when I did the project it ended up breaking, but I did use the adapter, not the adapter, but the part that goes attached to the nut, the little silver circular part, because as you can see it broke. So that part I didn't end up using, but that's the part that attaches to I used. And so I was working on it. I realized that I was unscrewing the wrong side because the other side has a nut, and that's the part you're supposed to screw loose, tighten, and whatnot. So I kept going, and then see, that's how it looks with protection of the screw. But you will soon find out that I also broke that. But don't worry, you don't have to see that happen. As you see, I took it off. Eventually realized that I had to take it off. It kept going. And so I didn't break it then, but I broke it at when I was putting it back on because it was still too loose. But let's just keep going. See here, I was working on it and kept going. Lift the seat up higher. This is where I'm putting the Caddy at. That's how high I want it to go. And you can see that the reflector still works, so I lift the reflector high enough so I don't have to waste that. And the Caddy comes with its own reflector as well, just probably not as bright. And here's the contraption where you got the unscrews. That little nut down there at the bottom right corner of this gear stuff, that is where I have to unscrew. And on the opposite side, unscrew that. And see, I unscrewed it. And then I kept working on taking it out of the spot so I could take the tire off. And working on it. See, the chain is still attached to it. You'll have to reverse the part to put it back on. You have to put the tire onto the chain, lifting the gear up, stretching it out so it'll get out your way while you're putting the tire back on. So that's what will happen. But in the forward process, I'm taking it off, moving it off, and here's the things I'm adding onto it: the cup holder, the self-repairing, self-sealing tube, my 26-inch tire. You can see the little broken pieces there. As you can see, I broke the protector of the screw that was under the seat and the part for the wrench, the semi-automatic wrench, and phone mount and such. There's the tire off, okay, right reflectors, and there's the contraption, how it looks when no tires attached to it with the chain. And here's the new inner tube, self-sealing inner tube. It's flat. And here's the pump I bought from Walmart. Everything I bought extra here is from Walmart. This is how it looks. You're supposed to open it up. Right now it's in a locked position, but you're supposed to open it up before you put it on anything onto it to start inflating. That's where it goes. As you can see, put it on the S so you can slide it on, and then that's how you put it on the S. And then once it's on, to put it into the when you insert it into the tube, then you lift the handle up in the upward position to lock it, so no air will come out while you're pumping. As you can see, it's in upward position now, perpendicular. Right there, so lock like that, and then you inflate to it's just slightly retaining the shape, and then you start using some wedges, as many wedges as you can. Have flatheads and screwdrivers. I punctured the old inner tube, but I made an extra puncture while removing it, but it was already deflating itself, so it didn't matter to me. But I used the screwdrivers, the wedges, and all the other tools and things that was flat enough and strong enough to help me remove just one side of the tire itself. So just one side of the tire to come up, so you can start moving the inner tube, the old inner tube out. And one of the things that people say is that you can lose air because of it being crooked like that. It's supposed to be perpendicular to the wheel, and so mine wasn't, the old one, so that could have been one of the reasons why it was losing air slowly. And so now I'm getting ready to put the inner tube, the new one, in. As you can see, that's where the hole is, right under there, for putting it through the well, the valve through the well. So I put that on, and then once it's already in, inflate it all the way to, was inflated all the way to 40 and 60. It's not showing. I did take a picture of it, but it's not showing. But to 40 and 60 on a 26-inch tire, this mountain bike says 40 and 60, so you inflate it until it says 40 and 60, and hurry up and release it so the air won't be coming out, wasting all your efforts, and then you're done. And then that's how you do that. So thanks for watching this video. To put the tire and things back on, the slideshow, just reverse all the steps. Not all of them, because you don't want to take the new inner tube out, obviously, but put the new tire on. Reverse the steps to put the tire back onto the thing, and make sure it's super tight. That and the seat. The seat also has to be super tight, because you want to make sure that it's not going up and down or turning left and right when you're sitting on the seat. And also, when you're sitting on that seat, what I'm trying to say, when you're sitting and when you also have the tire on, you want to make sure the tire is perfectly aligned between the left and right side of the frame, because when you do when you have the bike upside down and you spin the tire and you watch it spin, you want to make sure it's like straight. My particular tire has been damaged because it's a hand-me-down bike. Somebody gave it to me. The wheel itself was crooked, so I just had to make sure that it was nicely in the middle, so it won't go all the way around. So it won't be rubbing up against the frame while it's spinning, because then that will slow you down while you're trying to ride the bike. So once that was done, slowly and balance it while tighten both sides of the wheel back together, so it will look nicely with all the things on it. So it'll look like that, and yeah, with all the other gears attached to the front. And some of the things that it came with on the handlebar, these things right here, right in there, the parts that attach to the bar itself has extra rubber rectangular pieces that wraps around the handlebar. That's supposed to give it a grip. Some of the things you don't need. you can take off. You can use like just one grip, and then put the mount on, because those are extra pieces. Like I said, extra pieces. Like right here, you can see there's more than one. That's why it's so thick. You only need one of them to wrap around, or otherwise it won't be able to close all the way. Like how it is with this screw right here that you're supposed to open all the way up. So that is what's important too. So because I didn't feel like going back to take a picture of the tire, this is just what you have to imagine. I mean the entire bike, because I got all those installed and ready to use. And because I use DoorDash, so I'm thinking of now since they upgraded and allow people to use their bikes, getting ready to prepare it to be able to hold the drinks and such and be able to do stuff. So yeah, you may not already know how to do this, but thanks for watching my video. I'm just practicing making videos. Alright. Yeah, use AZ screen recorder, and have a blessed day.